Hello, everyone. The world is changing, and in the past 2 to 3 weeks, celebrities have been taking a stand, and it has been shocking the world stage. Key figures like Nicki Minaj, Taylor Swift, and even Snoop Dogg, who I have some information on from a personal level, have been all trying to take sides on the sides of supposedly light against the Files, against the Epstein Files. Having been at a choice point, the music industry and the film industry seem to be changing in a massive, drastic way during this eclipse. So I want to welcome you in today. We're going to be looking at the three figures that I have named, as well as what's ahead for the music industry. Does AI play a role? So let's get started. The first message and question that I want to ask is concerning Taylor Swift. She is a country music icon in the United States and the world. Taylor Swift sent the global internet into an uproar when she declared that she would seek justice for the woman, quote, woman hidden by power. $13 million were transferred directly to her family in order to file lawsuits against a series of famous figures. Now, I do not know who these figures are. The article here does not say who these articles are, but $13 million was given to Taylor Swift's family to actually begin lawsuits concerning, from what I'm hearing here, her woman hidden by power, which to me is the woman abused according to the Files and the deep injustice against women and children. But what the media is saying is very interesting, that's different for Taylor Swift, is that she's actually not making a whole parade of the matter. She just quietly made the choice, and she has been getting hundreds and hundreds of views in that area. So let's take a look, okay? Is Taylor Swift going from dark to light? Is she at a choice point? Spirit, what can you tell us about Taylor Swift and this change we've seen come over her, dropping the facade, dropping the flowers, the parade, the media presence, and just simply making a choice to file lawsuits? Let's see what Spirit wants to say. All right, we have the Nine of Swords. Something, grief over something she has not talked about. She has a story. There's something secret or hidden, and it is stressing her out. We have a turned over leaf, a new energy, something coming in to give her a new, fresh start in life. A lot of conflict and a lot of war. And I hear the words, I trusted you. And I think what's happening with Taylor Swift is that some of the people mentioned in the Files, we're just going to call them that today, is actually people that she might have rubbed shoulders with a lot, or have reached out to her, or might have even done some things to her that she might not is willing to say. However, that is not an allegation that I am making on this channel. Okay, let's just get that clear. We definitely have a destiny change. It's in the stars. It's in her life purpose to come forward and to do this. She chose to do these lawsuits and to do this. Something, however, in the middle of it all is not right. We do have a new leaf. We do have that she is fulfilling her purpose. We do have that this is something the universe is using to bring light and awakening to the world. But I have stress, hidden, and deep mental conflict. We're going to take a look to see what this is concerning Taylor Swift. Taylor looks exactly like Zena Levy, who was a Satanist. Interesting. All right, let's see if that does come out. I'm not getting the feeling that she feels betrayed. She's almost let's take a look. More details on what is this hidden energy that the cards are talking about. Something she's not quite saying either. A strategy, her home, she's using her home life, her family life as a strategy, and the Emperor card, an organization. Okay, so she's attacking an organization or industries, Interesting how it says key famous figures, that she's bringing lawsuits out, but they might have key organizations. Tell me more. The Star card, Ace of Wands, the fight, joining the fight. Her higher self dropped in, okay? Her higher self or her spirit guides, but I'm getting a little bit of her higher self dropped in. It's almost like hearing about the abuse awakened a part of Taylor Swift. We have here, it's almost like it awoken her to the intense, I keep wanting to say warfare, because I'm not even getting the kidnapping, the betrayal, the capture, the transferring. I'm not getting that level. She's upset about something. She's upset about a conflict, deep fight for humanity. We have grief, 5 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, which would be the capture card, and the Ace of Swords. When the E-Files were released, it triggered an awakening with her, and she just decided to turn over a new leaf. She has had a piece of her higher self drop in to help to fulfill a purpose as a major world-renowned singer. Is she related in some way to any of what's been produced? Any Satanism? Any of the rituals? Has she seen it, been a part of it? She left it. Okay. We do have a leaving things behind, a slow revelation or slow movement, and her work. She has seen evidences of darkness in her life, but it definitely seems that she moved away from it. And possibly it was slow. She was indeed part of the industry. She had the mindset of the industry, but Taylor Swift has made a positive change for the better, not to let certain rituals get her entangled in her work. Is her celebrity, is her, what you call that, her career organic? Is Taylor Swift's career organic? Was it organic, rising from the top? Money was seated, a lot of strength and ego, Queen of Cups. Okay. Taylor Swift is there because of a woman in her life who forced Taylor's way to the top. She literally planted the seeds, pulled the strings through much force and effort. The queen, a certain woman in her life, this is either the manager or a mother, a female manager or her mother, depending, maybe they're one and the same. But there's somebody who forced a lot to make Taylor's career happen. Justice, hidden, corruption. They had to look past a lot of corruption. They had to wink. They had to blink. They had to pretend like it wasn't there. And I believe that they might have gone through intense injustices as well, because they would not become part of the crowd. Now, I am not a Taylor Swift fan. I barely know her music. I don't have an opinion on her either way. Of course, there are rumors that go around about all the celebrities at this time, but I want to remind you, the Destiny card is here. So regardless of what happened in her past, the universe is saying she is fulfilling a part of her life purpose by filing these lawsuits. If she was part of the rituals, it would have been more so the mother or the family members that might have partaken of it and got her in it. But the universe doesn't want to say anything more. They just really want to say this is part of her journey. Okay, let's look at Snoop Dogg. Now, I really detest him. And not just because of his energy in the past. When I used to connect to his energy, I did not like it. My old pastor's wife from West Virginia, her son works in Montana at a juvenile detention center. He works there in Mosul. somewhere on the outskirts of no, not Mosul. It's something in Montana. I forget the name. Anyway, the law enforcement in Montana were put on high alert because Snoop Dogg was coming to do a concert. And they knew Snoop Dogg. They told him, I says, we know he's doing drugs, that he will be trafficking drugs during this time. He is in town, quote unquote, to traffic drugs. But they alerted the law enforcement in Montana, saying, we're not going after him for drugs. We're going after him because we know, but we have yet to prove that he is part and head of one of the largest trafficking rings in the world. Now, this is alleged. I am not making broad statements here on YouTube. But that is what the security guard told my pastor's wife when I lived in West Virginia. Okay? Suddenly, Snoop Dogg goes onto, what is it, America's Got Talent or The Voice. He suddenly goes onto The Voice. He becomes what do you call it? The judges on The Voice, or one of those music industries. And his energy is like totally different. I'm like, I don't get the creepy vibe I used to get from him, from his old songs or videos or images. So I just put it, I said, did he flip? And he got some sort of low key. Because to me, someone like Snoop Dogg would consider a job on The Voice as very low key. Like if he indeed has trafficking rings, like was alleged by this law enforcement officer, or if he indeed does, drug trafficking and stuff like that, like you're not, maybe you would go to The Voice, maybe you would become, but to me, he had massive concerts and massive followings, and he was a huge rapper. So I just put it in the back of my mind. It says, did he just get a normal job in the music industry? Is he flipped? Did they have a conversation with him? Is it 2.0? Is this an actor, or did he really have a change? What made me concerned really is when I just saw this week actually, a post about him that I want to confirm with the cards, saying that Snoop Dogg recently answered a TV panelist about the chaos in the United States. And he actually supports the United States president. He then snaps back and says, no, enforcing the law is not authoritarian. Securing borders is not authoritarian. Protecting citizens from violence is not the end of democracy. It is the foundation of it. And he says the real game here is convincing Americans that demanding order is dangerous while celebrating chaos as progress. And then he goes on to praise President Trump. Now, I have to be very careful what I say on Facebook, because not everything on Facebook at all is the truth. So we're just going to pull on the energy of Snoop Dogg. Is he aligning with the light? Is he aligning with this new merge to be with the side of the law, to be with the side of justice? Is he taking a stand against the E-Files? Is he 2.0? Let's get a look. Or is Facebook completely lying about him? What can you tell us about Snoop Dogg and his relationship to the progress of humanity and heading toward the light? We have the Six of Wands, and then we have the Page of Swords. The Six of Wands is his celebration, his popularity, and he's lying. Okay, there's a lie going on. We have Nine of Wands. This is protection and or some sort of not witness protection, but this is custody of some sort. House arrest, but it's where you're being watched. We have Three of Swords. The center of the Three of Swords is betrayal and backstabbing, heartbreak. This is not a Taylor Swift. And then the World card. The World card is not a new cycle for the better. It is a passing away. We have the White Hats. We have an organization, and they stopped it. The White Hats took down Snoop Dogg's organization. The white hats took down his organization. He was a transferer, okay, according to the cards. But no allegations here, okay? I just want to say what the cards are. We have his popularity is a lie, and some of possibly his PR statements are a lie as well. Something about him not being here on this earth plane. Is he 2.0? Is there an actor? Is his presence still being carried on today? 5 of Pentacles, lack of money, lack of freedom, lack of resources. The Capture card, 8 of Swords, and the shift of energy, the shift of the timeline shift, the new style, the new way he's changing himself, the new branding, the new standing up for the US president, the new PR presence online. It's being presented differently, but I do not believe he is as free to make his own choices, or he is as free to walk around. Left, 8 of Cups, the Sun card, Temperance card. So he has left his old job, and the world is a much better place. And that is where I am going to leave it. I am not getting an actor. I am not getting a clone. But what I am getting is that his PR campaign could be a complete fake. And however or whoever is on The Voice, or whatever that music show is, we leave it to them. I don't know if this is a faked show. I don't know what is going on. I'm not getting the show as much. What I am getting is that his presentation to the world is not as authentic as it is. There is a possibility that he or many of his friends are in custody. This world is a better place, though, because we have justice coming to his organization. It has been cut off at the head, and there will be improvement to humanity because of Snoop Dogg's current position on this world plane. Okay, let's go ahead and look at Nicki Minaj. Is she faking it? Is Nicki Minaj truly taking a stance? She's leading the celebrities right now. Nicki Minaj, I believe, is a rapper who has recently been supporting our U.S. president very strongly. She was one of the ones to spark, before the E-Files were even released completely in the last 2 weeks, she sparked and said, and I can't say it on here, but that other musicians and celebrities in Hollywood are EAT-ing, okay, EAT-ing the little ones. She made bold statements online. Is this part of her life purpose? Is this part of who she really is? Is she leading the awakening, or is this all Nicki Minaj 2.0? Is this Nicki Minaj being forced? Let's take a look. Okay, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Her work, her resources, her money. She really had to push to the top to make things happen. The ending of a big cycle. Give me Nicki Minaj's energy. Something about her work, her music, her organization, rising to the top. The Wheel of Fortune, this is destiny, okay? She has a huge following, as well as has millions of dollars. So she has an organization, and her music industry that she is part of, her brand, okay? Her brand is fulfilling the life purpose for the design of Nicki Minaj. I'm getting her as a very strong-willed woman who possibly could never be controlled. However, this cost her. She lost work, she lost resources, she lost a lot of money, and has actually sacrificed a lot to be never controlled. We also have the Ten of Wands, which she is ending a cycle, and she is finally freeing herself from a lot of heavy secrets and a lot of heavy energy. She knew the secrets. This is the things that were planted underground. She knew the secrets that were planted, and it was weighing her down. And she is so, oh, I got chills. She is so relieved to end that heaviness. She feels like she can find, she feels like she can finally speak out and not be judged. She feels like this world and the USA will finally, at least on a justice level, support her in what she has to say. This is destiny. This is her taking her organization to a next level. And this is her PR campaign. Very authentic, fulfilling her purpose. But there is a lot of the energy of having to force her way to where she is today, and that is over. New inspiration, her piece of her higher self, a new leaf turned over. She joined the fight with a strategy. She was very careful about this PR campaign. She consulted with lawyers. She consulted possibly even with the administration. Following the news about the e-files, she was very conscientious of doing her PR, her presentation of her accusations in a legal way. It was a strategy. She joined the fight. She was one of the most organized that I'm getting in the energy here. Renegade Rower says, and I believe you're talking maybe a bit about the last one, about Snoop Dogg. I'm not sure, but that confirms what's in the e-files. So I think you brought that in before Nicki Minaj. You commented. So it's either about Snoop Dogg or Taylor Swift. Then Marie says about Nicki, or about the situation. There are a lot of people who are judging Nicki and can't believe she is supporting the president. Yet she's like the card of good ego, like good strength, like hanging in there, not backing down. Brutal energy of just having to hang on. I think she's a little tired too. But she's ending a cycle of her secrets, because her secrets were heavier than what she's going through today. So she's definitely going to be doing well for that. If you have any other celebrities you'd like me to pull on, go ahead and put it in the chat. They think she's getting something out of it. No, she knew their secrets and she couldn't say anything. And I'm actually getting Taylor Swift a little bit was like that. It's like they knew. They some of these women have intuition. And even if you shut it off over and over and over again, from what I'm getting from the cards, they always would look about, they'd be in their celebrity space. It's 2:22 on the clock. They'd be in their celebrity space, and then they'd see something happening in the back room and would get a sick feeling. But they knew they couldn't do anything or they would immediately lose their career. So that's the kind of energy I'm getting with the cards. People think, well, what are you getting out of this? Yeah, I could see that. That's what I thought too, is what's Taylor doing? What's Nicki doing? Are they getting something out of it? According to the cards, they just have a lot. Their intuition is finally kicking in and they're relieved to finally do something about it. Let's go ahead now and look at Hollywood as a whole. Spirit, what is the future of Hollywood? Now, Hollywood is the film industry. We'll do the music industry here in a moment. Okay, Hollywood. A lot of women are rising up. We have the Queen of Wands, which is woman connected to their intuition, and then the card of Seven of Pentacles, which is secrets. Yeah, interesting. I just did a video about a month ago about feminine energy rising with world leaders. I did not expect this as a twist, that feminine energy would rise in the music industry. Because I have to be honest with you, I do not feel Snoop Dogg is authentically rising to the top and fighting for justice in the e-files. I don't get that. But Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift are. Something clicked. Something about the mom in them clicked. They're getting ready to end cycles. Okay. The music industry, the Hollywood industry, we have the world card, which is the card of death. The end of something completely. We have 10 of Wands, which is also the ending. Hollywood is losing money fast. 5 of Pentacles and the Judgment. The Judgment card, yes. Hollywood has been having some energy being poured into it. Higher vibrational souls are coming into Hollywood. And when a high vibrational soul comes into an organization, a church, a business, a religion, any kind of business or corporation or industry or organization, when you bring a high vibrational soul into it, something happens and it like splits the energy in two. And so either the original syndicate, the original toxicity has to kick out the high vibrational souls, or there's enough, ooh, I've got chills again, enough high vibrational souls that when they go into the toxicity, it splinters the matrix, it splinters the toxicity. It like splinters it, and the toxicity can no longer survive, and it begins to crumble. That is what I am seeing in Hollywood. There have been enough beautiful souls, and I'm thinking of the one who has done Sound of Freedom, and he's done other videos as well. Angel Studios, I think, does some of the videos, but also there's a man in there who did Passion of the Christ, who's very deep into the faith, his Christian faith. He refuses to get involved in it. There has been other high vibrational souls rising up, daring to do films in a new and different way. And it's enough of an energy that it's crumbling the old toxicity. Okay. Yeah, some of your comments here are good. Phil confirmed last night that Tom Hanks was taken out during COVID. The time we saw the post of Woody with a noose around his, I can't be too I can't begin what I say, on his account. So on Tom Hanks' account, there was a rope hanging and it had a loop on the end, and there was a Woody, I think Woody is a character in a cartoon. And so there was, something around Woody's neck. And he confirms, this is another truther, confirms that Tom Hanks, it was a message to the world that Tom Hanks was taken out. Now, there is something that is rarely talked about in Hollywood and music industry, and that is AI or PR people keeping an account active, keeping a Facebook account active, keeping a YouTube account active, keeping even certain, we've heard certain things about lip syncing recently. Anyway, movies can produce AI images of actors like never before. So are some of these PR campaigns continuing the brand while the person is being held for justice? Marie says, I had heard Hanks has been gone for a while as well. And Renegade Rower talks about Nicki. It's what Nicki said about the children. It's in the E-Files. Yes. Yes. Okay. So Hollywood has no money. Hollywood is going through a tremendous tower moment, and Hollywood will change. Hollywood will improve, but it's got to go through a collapse, a shaking of a foundation, so much so that some people will hide their heads, completely leave altogether. This is going to set the stage for a new golden age of technology to arise with different kinds of movies and TV shows. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the music industry. Interesting how the music industry seems to be leading the way right now as well. Will the music industry, how will this shift? Will we have a softer transformation? Will we have a hard fall? Let's take a look. All over the world. The Empress card, the High Priestess card. Ooh, Mama Earth, and the Dark Witch. The Temperance card, a balancing. We have the World card. The music industry, the toxic matrix and energy of the music industry is all over. It's done. It's the true matrix of the music industry is dead. How do we know this? Well, the card says it's over. It's the last card in the major arcana. So the music industry is further along in its awakening process than Hollywood. The music industry has split apart because now key leaders are able to rise up and say their opinions without getting destroyed by the cabal. If Nicki Minaj, if Taylor Swift would dare to rise up against this industry 10 years ago, they would be labeled horrible persons and their careers would be over. But that industry has fractured and now key voices can have opinions. It's still in the process of healing and there's still a lot of darkness and interesting how the music is coming in as feminine energy, Mother Earth energy, and then some of the secret, darker feminine energy. There's still some sort of healing and balance coming in, but there are improvements and upgrades. We're not going to see a collapse. We're going to see a rise of the music industry, and it's going to be a lot more balanced. It's going to be a lot more holistic. Okay, we have the Devil card and the Strength card, and this is telling me that the dark ones are being forced, strength, force. They're being kicked out of their matrix, and they're being exposed. They're being forced out. And this is balance where you can choose the vibration you desire in the music industry and still make it big. Hollywood is still behind, but the music industry, it's going to make a huge improvement in the way it does it. I believe AI will also have a big part of it as well. Read if Tom was an insider mole type. Some say, ask spirit to confirm. Let's ask. Let's go back to, let's do Tom Hanks, okay? We need more positive Hertz music. Yes. We need more frequency, healing frequencies in our music. Tom Hanks, spirit. What can you tell us about Tom Hanks? Was he an insider mole? Oh, we have the card of King of Wands. That's a male energy. Was he an inside mole? Did he work with the white hats? Did he resist the white hats? Let's see. Tom Hanks. Work card, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. He was working with partnerships. Let's see what these partnerships mean. Corruption in the past. He was very corrupt in the past. Okay? Lots of secrets, a lot of nasty energy. He was captured and taken into custody. There's a small element that he did work with the white hats. He did possibly provide information. And what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing they used him at the very end to send messages and trap people. Like almost as if that he was used to trigger certain information from key dark players and it got them in trouble. So they got the evidence they needed. Does that make sense? We have, he joined the fight for justice. And he did elevate in the end, okay? He did elevate in the end, but I'm getting like last minute, like 2 weeks. 2 weeks of his life. He actually worked to get information. Is he with us today? Yes or no? We have Page of Wands. And then the Stress card. Then the Balance card. So this is an actor. This is CGI. And they're really, the page is like fake. The page is low quality. And it's energy. It's all energy. It's not authentic. So he's mostly CGI now. And they're really having a hard time keeping his PR campaign going. The 10 of Swords. 6 of Swords, the 3 of Swords. Yeah, I think the rumors we have heard about Tom Hanks that he eventually did get removed in the manner that they say. The Three of Swords is, let's just say, the backstabbing and the betrayal, or the forcing of leaving this earth plane. All right, let's go ahead and see one more question. The future of music in the next 3 years. Music is so beautiful. I turn on frequency music. My favorite lately is 417, but you can do 528, 432, 888. I do like 888. And you just go onto YouTube, type in this frequency music. My cat loves it. He immediately goes to sleep next to my laptop when I play it. And it just has a calming, healing vibration when the music is played to that frequency. I would love, just like Jane said, to bring in more positive hertz. Let's see what the future of music is in the next 3 years. Will we see some golden age transformation? 9 of Pentacles, independence. A lot of independent not contractors, musicians and independent singers and independent companies, independent, what do you call those? The people who do music. Home, they're going to be able to do it from their home. Many people the industry is going to change because people will be able to create music from their home so much easier. It's going to be a very wealthy industry, bring in a lot of money. There's going to be a lot of invested and a lot of attention in the music industry. Just by virtue of some of these key singers stepping out, music is getting to be a hot topic. Ace of Wands, a brand new energy is coming to the music industry, possibly even higher hertz and higher frequencies. Let's see, will we get higher frequencies in some of our music? Will we have an awakening in our hertz, or is it just going to be in the authentic, holistic, independent side? Let's see how this new energy is coming in. The Three of Swords, the Magician card. Okay, in the next 3 years, those that have been toxic and nasty in the music industry will be slowly transferred out, even if they're hiding. They're going to lose power. We have the Judgment card, which I was really hoping for, which is an improvement and an elevation. This is the Rapture card. This is the Ascension card. This is the card of come up higher. So yes, the music industry is going to have a tremendous transformation if you can invest in it, if you have work in it, if you want to get involved in it. These next 3 years are your time. Has Hollywood always been controlled by the Satanists? Say 75% corrupt, now only 10% corrupt 50 years ago. Let's take a look. Spirit, what can you tell us about Hollywood and its history of corruption? Has it always been controlled, or was it hijacked from 50 years ago? 8 of Pentacles and Page of Wands. Okay, this would be the card we have. It started out in something of a holistic approach. 9 of Cups is a holistic healing, good of humanity in the past. So before 50 years ago, it was a lot more holistic and beneficial for humanity. The work and the finances corrupted it. It left its holisticness about 50 years ago and began transforming into a new type of industry. Page of Wands is not telling me CGI as much as it's telling me children. Page of Swords, it became a front for a whole new civilization that was kept secret. This is scary, and it's giving me really bad vibes. Really bad vibes. About 50 years ago, Hollywood became the doorway, the front, the organization whereby a civilization, a brand new community. It was a facade, a front. Just like you have a laundromat, a front for the local mafia. Hollywood was a front for a very nasty society. devil card, secret devil. So, but it's over now. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Hollywood was the doorway to the satanic cult. Then energy got really nasty. I almost wanted to puke. Yeah. Yeah. Even something maybe cannibalism. I believe a certain, wasn't there an underground city found under Los Angeles? But it's over now. It's been ended. It's been dying. But there definitely has been a lot of corruption in Hollywood. Does that include Queen Bee and her husband? What's happening now? I'm assuming Queen Bee. Do you mean Beyonce? I'll wait for you to confirm that. But yeah, let's take a look here and see. You can just put yes if so. I'm unfortunately not really into the music industry. I was raised very conservative. But let's go ahead and pull on Beyonce while we're in her energy. Will she improve or be... We have the choice card flipping out. Beyonce, how is this going to happen? Tell us what information about Beyonce is coming out. She's in a very, very difficult position. She's currently really trying to keep a very low profile. Thank you. I see that. And then I see leaving. She's considering leaving the music industry because she feels really boxed in. She's feeling really boxed in. She's considering leaving the music industry for some of her reasons that she's coming up with a good reason. There's a 4 of Cups, which is an offer. We have lack of money, lack of support, a new presentation for her. Spirit, what can you tell us about Beyonce and her husband? Cards are flipping out. Quick, fast movement, PR campaign, trying to move and position herself in the light, but doesn't know how to do it. She's really in a lot of turmoil here. She is afraid that if she doesn't align with the key leaders in the industry as it keeps getting better and better and better for us, the people, as more and more celebrities come out and align with justice for humanity, Nicki Minaj, Taylor Swift, she's right now in a difficult position where she's considering her music future, wondering, how do I do my PR campaign now? Especially since Taylor Swift did this. Because people are going to look at her and say, what do you think? What are you doing? And she says, we have to move fast. So her branding is moving fast to try to prepare something that's going to come out for the good of humanity. She realizes she's got to make a bold move fast, or she could very lose a lot of support. They're making plans. They're working with the industry. And she's getting ready to leave something. Okay, let's just watch Queen Bee. Yeah. Her husband is actually not in this energy. I'm getting her husband is totally different of an energy and vibe. Let's get, I forget his name, Beyonce's husband. Was that a witch card? It wasn't. It was a woman card. It was the Mother Earth card. But it's like the last card. So the Mother Earth card is kind of like, she's very intuitional and psychic, but she's kind of the energy of for the good of humanity. But it was the last card in the deck, and they were making plans and strategizing. They're like, how do we align with this? Leave her husband. It's interesting that you said that, because we have the card of ending. There's a major ending coming to Mr. I forgot his name, Beyonce's husband. Yeah, the cards really don't like their energy. It's very leaving, not feeling part of her anymore. Looking to be part of a friend group. He might be being influenced by some friends or a community of sorts. He wants to leave, and he wants to do it the right way, and he wants a divorce. Jay, thank you, Jay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of shaking coming to that Beyonce and her relationship. So expect in the next, at least the next 3 years, but I'm actually getting like the next few months. This eclipse season is going to eclipse a lot. All right. Well, this was fun, everyone. Thank you so much. People have said she's into dark stuff and doing stuff to people that she used to work with. I didn't look into her past, but the energy of the cards do confirm with you that she's scrambling to get in alignment with the side of light and doesn't know if she can actually do it because of something in her past. And there's something about being questioned about things. Wait a minute, you're with this person. You were with this person. They are in the E-Files. Wait a minute, you're with this person. And Taylor Swift is bringing a lawsuit against this person. And Nicki Minaj spoke out about this. And it's just getting chaotic for Beyonce. She doesn't know if she can save her brand. That's how bad it is. And Jay is leaving. According to the cards, Jay is leaving her. So yes. So we just let the eclipse. Get your popcorn. Stay in the light. Happy Chinese New Year. Happy new moon yesterday. This cycles is a 36-year cycle that just shifted yesterday or today, or is it tomorrow? And the last time it shifted, the Berlin Wall fell. So there was freedom coming to Germany. So much is happening this week. The astrology is supporting you, the people of light, us. So keep calm. Let the eclipse on and focus on your future, because I think we're going to have a bright future, especially in the area of the music industry. Thank you so much, everyone. You have a wonderful week. I will see you at 12:30 on Sunday Eastern Time. Until next time. Oh, and if you're interested, go to my website and click in my subscribing page, and you will only get emails from me, and I will share with you energy updates once or twice a week and give you the link to my video so that if you want to watch it at your own time, you will get that as well. And if you are interested or are in the Northern Virginia area, I am doing a Mind and Body Expo. We are looking for vendors related to holistic health, mindfulness, and homesteading. And you're also able to join us. It is March 29th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then I have recently finished parts of my website thanks to Marie. And I am ecstatic and thrilled to be offering private readings and my life purpose mentorship coach. So if you're interested, go ahead. I will share with you my offers. I have a 1-question reading available by email or video, pre-recorded video, or a Zoom or phone reading available for $79. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out my website, violetflame.net. And I will see you there. So I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful week. Eclipse on. Bye.